outside the Salus University. The next stop is Salus University. Please get ready for your arrival and exit from the rear door. Please be careful when the door is opening. The bus stops at the platform. You get off the bus and walk toward the school gate. Meanwhile, you send Vyn a message saying that you're waiting for him at the east gate. Students constantly go in and out the school gate. You move around with your phone in hand and stand in front of an electronic billboard, where you hear a conversation coming from behind.
소울싱크? 요즘 엄청 인기라던데. 우리도 한번 깔아볼래?
봐봐. 장거리 연애 체크 앱이잖아. 이거 장거리 커플이 쓰는 거 아니야?
아니, 다른 기능도 있잖아. 물 마신 것도 기록할 수 있고 카운트다운 기능은 기말 공부할 때 딱이지 않아? 나랑 같이 이거 깔자.
A check-in app. Your curiosity is sparked by a handful keywords, and as you're about to glance back, a familiar voice draws your attention away.
오래 기다렸어요?
Vyn stands in the sunlight a few steps away, with the light-colored suit jacket draped over his arm. He extends his other hand, waiting for you to come forward.
오는 길에 교수님께 전화가 와서 잠깐 얘기 나누다 보니 늦었어요.
It's okay, I just arrived as well. How is Professor faring lately? Is he in good health? You take his arm and walk side by side down the shaded path. 2 rows of osmanthus trees are planted along the sidewalk, and their delicate fragrance blends with the scent wafting from Vyn's clothes.
복싱장에서 쉬는 시간에 전화하셨어요. 건강 상태는 정말 최고시더라고요.
Vyn covers his ears helplessly after mentioning the phone call with his professor, as if the chaotic noise is still ringing in his ears.
뉴슬레이 심리학 교류회 참석 문제로 전화하셨어요.
Newslead?
미림시와 시차가 2시간 나는 작은 섬나라예요. 현지 인구도 적고 경제도 그다지 발달한 편은 아닌데 뉴슬레이 대학교의 심리학과는 학계에서 꽤 유명해요. 최근 몇 년 동안 뉴슬레이 대학교는 대뇌와 인지과학 분야를 집중적으로 연구하고 있지만 대중한테는 잘 알려지지 않아서 관련 분야가 아니면 모르는 사람이 많아요. 근데 심리학과 교류에는 학계의 영향력이 커서 매년 많은 유명학자들이 참석한대요. 교수님이 제가 올해 세미나 주제에 관심이 많은 걸 아시고 추천해 주셨어요.
You can exchange ideas with colleagues on topics that interest you. Sounds great. You're happy for him, but upon looking up, you notice a hint of hesitation in Vyn's eyes.
근데 회의 일정이 9월 27일까지라고 해요.
27th? Isn't that just right on your birthday? You can't help but stop walking. Your face is a clear reflection of your astonishment as you ponder over your upcoming work schedule. The case I'm currently handling requires frequent visits to the court to submit documents, and I must be on standby to assist the client in dealings with emergencies at any time. I'm afraid I won't be able to easily leave Sallis until the end of September. If you have a meeting in Newslead on the 27th and I can't fly over. As Vyn's birthday approaches, you have already come up with several plans to celebrate his birthday, but you never expected that you two would be separated on that day. While your anxious thoughts run rampant, Vyn takes the hand that had subconsciously released its hold on his arm and puts it back.
저도 지금 생각 중이에요. 생일 전 며칠을 어떻게 보낼지 말이죠.
What? You look at him in confusion, not noticing the group of students walking past behind you. Vyn reaches out and pulls you away from the path. Several of them greet Vyn. He nods with a gentle smile and slightly leans his head closer to you.
저 9일 동안 눈앞에 바다가 끝없이 펼쳐지고 끝없는 수평선뿐인 작은 섬으로 출장 가요. 매일 침대 옆에서 아침 인사나 저녁 인사를 해주는 사람도 없고 눈을 뜨거나 감을 때 보이는 건 온통 우울한 것뿐이에요. 잠을 설칠 수도 있겠네요.
It probably won't be that serious. It's just like when you used to go on business trips before, except that it happens to be on your birthday this time. You want to laugh at how he's exaggerating things, yet you're also affected by the deliberately painted atmosphere of misery. You definitely don't want to let him wait for his birthday in such a mood. Vyn raises his chin and stares at the traffic light. His tall and slender figure contrasts with the softness in his voice, which tugs at your heartstrings.
맞아요. 별로 심각하지 않아요. 전에 출장 갔을 때처럼 잘 참아볼게요.
No, you don't have to completely endure it. Alright, you surrender, because he truly knows how to make your heart soften. At least we can still say goodnight over the phone. Wait, phone call long distance. A few keywords flash through your mind. Vyn glances at you with a puzzled look. Instead of answering him, you take his hand in yours. I think I have a solution, Vyn. Come with me. Here it is, the long distance love check-in app. You take Vyn back to the route you came. Both of you stand in front of the billboard near the school gate. You point at the promotional image of the app. While waiting for you, I heard someone discussing this app. It seems to be perfect for you and on business trips. How about giving it a try?
멀리 있어도 마음은 하나. QR코드를 스캔해 지금 바로 장거리 연애의 새로운 세계로 떠나보세요.
Vyn slowly reads the ad on the light box word by word with a serious expression that doesn't match his words. Below the slogan is a list of app features, including health check-in, status sharing, anniversary countdown, and an exclusive voice channel. Dr. Richter scrutinized each item as if he were correcting homework, extremely picky yet filled with curiosity about the scenarios described in the ad. After reading silently for a while, he finally gives a proud and restrained nod.
좋아요. 테스트 삼아 해보죠.
A test?
만약 실제 기능이 광고랑 다르면 학생들이 속지 않도록 관련 부서에 신고할 거예요.
As the shades from the trees above shift slightly, sunlight pours down without anything to obstruct their way. Vyn gently narrows his eyes and offers his explanation. Home. Dr. Richter's test on a certain dating app doesn't start until you both finish dinner outside and return home. You change into your homewear and go downstairs to see Vyn leaning on the sofa, fiddling with his phone.
이 앱은 두 사람이 동시에 가입해야만 쓸 수 있어요.
Okay, I'll register with you. You take your phone on the coffee table and sit next to him, opening the registration interface of the app. After registering, you use your phone to search for news on the new Slate Psychology Exchange meeting. Judging from the tone of the media reports over the years, it is a high-end academic conference. Vyn puts his arm around your shoulder and leans against you in a relaxed position. His gaze sweeps across the phone screen.
이번 회의에서 다중인격장애와 관련된 연구 결과를 발표할 예정이에요.
There is no emotional fluctuation in his tone. You lean on him and look up to see his calm expression, as if it's just a casual mention. Is it because of James? James, or rather Rod Sanders. A criminal who once had his mental defense shattered by Vyn. After developing dissociative identity disorder, he claims to have been framed and attempts to create chaos by live streaming his suicide. He involved Vyn and the Psychology Center in a controversy, and both of you managed to overcome this crisis together not too long ago.
그건 이유 중 하나예요. 지난 몇 년간의 연구 성과를 체계적으로 정리해보고 싶기도 했고요. 마침 이번에 관련 분야의 전문가들이 많이 참석하시니 그분들과 경험을 나눌 좋은 기회가 될 것 같아요. 돌아오면 제임스의 치료를 더 빨리 끝낼 수 있으면 좋겠어요.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. You nod in agreement. Vyn had already talked to you about the follow-up treatment. He plans to treat James first and then pursue legal action to hold him accountable. All choices here are made in the best-case scenario, but you have a trace of niggling worry in your heart. Before you can sort out your thoughts, Vyn continues speaking.
다른 하나는 이번 기회에 오래전에 끝내지 못한 걸 한번 되짚어보고 싶어서요.
Many years ago, do you mean?
스월터 경찰 자문으로 신문에 참여했어요. 그날이 제가 처음으로 제임스를 만난 날이었죠. 그날 취조실에서 무슨 일이 있었는지는 이미 알겠지만 경찰서를 나선 뒤에
With that, Vyn leans back and looks up. You've heard that when recalling memories, one's eye often shifts to the upper left, but Vyn looks up at the ceiling. In the center of his vision is the chandelier, above which lies floor upon floor of rooms, and his two succulents that he must place on the second floor terrace to bask in the sun, all beneath the night sky. He's recalling something that you can't see. The living room falls silent. Vyn's hand fiddles with his phone repeatedly, turning the screen on and off. You catch a glimpse of the low battery warning on the battery icon. Your phone is running out of battery. I'll charge it for you.
자기 전에 충전할게요. 불 좀 꺼줄 수 있어요?
Turn off the light? Oh, sure. Without asking why, you run to the wall and press the switch. Darkness falls slowly like a misty curtain, covering everything in sight. Groping your way back, a pair of hands reach out to guide you. Vyn holds you from behind, and together you trip over the carpet and fall onto the sofa. You lay across his legs and hurriedly get up, with heavy and short breaths sounding behind you.
역시 불을 끄니 더 그런 것 같아요.
Like what? The darkness amplifies your senses. Vyn's chest rises and falls. A long time passes before he lets out a sigh. Even though you can't see anything clearly, you can still discern the familiar rustling of the wind blowing the home window curtains. Vyn opens the sheer curtain and you guess that he's looking out the window. He is close at hand, yet seems distant, as if he is standing by the window of a night gale or atop of towering height like a star teetering in the sky.
경찰서에서 나와 혼자였던 그날 밤 같아요. 스월터 경찰에 협조해서 제임스의 신문을 마치고 경찰서를 나왔는데 막상 어디로 가야 할지 모르겠더라고요. 교수님을 찾아가려 했는데 학교랑 반대 방향으로 걸어갔어요. 결국 어디에서 멈췄는지도 잘 모르겠어요. 교수님은 실제 사례를 접한 뒤에는 최대한 빨리 복습하라고 늘 말씀하셨어요. 연구 대상뿐만 아니라 스스로도 돌아봐야 한다고요. 이 복습은 사건의 세부 사항을 돌아보는 게 아니라 스스로를 몸 밖으로 분리해 자신이 어떤 행동을 했는지 관찰하는 거예요. 타인을 분석하는 과정에서 자신이 무의식적으로 영향을 받았는지 점검하는 거예요. 그러니까 내가 여전히 나인 걸 확인하는 과정이라고 이해하면 돼요. 그래서 조용한 공간을 찾아 낡은 소파에 누워 은은한 불빛을 켜고 저를 관찰하기 시작했어요.
If every detail was recalled, that place was far from quietness. Even his slightest movement could make the sofa frame creak, like the whimper of some animal. In times of extreme excitement or sadness, one could almost hear the rush of blood and the vibration within one's chest. The dust floating around seemed to burst, yet the dim light overhead cast a huge shadow. Vyn puts a soft pillow behind his neck, trying his best to adjust the uncomfortable environment to his liking. He closed his eyes and immersed himself in contemplation.
위에서 내려다보니 제가 흥분에서 벗어나 서서히 진정해가는 게 보였어요. 제임스에 대한 관심은 취조실을 나오기 전부터 이미 사라졌어요. 방법을 찾고 나니 한 사람의 욕망과 공포가 마치 저한테 손을 뻗어 그를 무너뜨리라고 속삭이는 듯했어요. 아무리 심오한 책이라도 때로는 흥미를 잃을 때가 있죠. 그런데 사람은 얇은 종이 한 장에 불과하니 얼마나 복잡할 수 있겠어요. 이 세상에 수억 명의 사람이 있어서 다행이에요.
He effortlessly touched the opponent's bottom line. Regardless how complex an individual was, how could he alone be as profound as countless stars? There are countless people in the world, coexisting from the sublime to the beast. Desire, incentive, cognition, existence, each a thread of human nature, woven in the loom of universal environments waiting for him to read. If he was willing, he could become a blade, cutting through a facade to look directly into any soul. Vyn was once thrilled by this.
인간의 본성을 탐구하는데 일생을 바칠 수 있을 거라고 확신해요. 근데 이 길을 따라 생각하다 보면 몸속에서 불타오르던 감정이 점점 식어가는 게 느껴져요. 빛이 닿지 않는 곳에서 거대한 의욕이 내 몸에 달라붙어 심장처럼 계속 수축하고 팽창해요.
Confusion?
그때는 어쩌면 호기심이었을 테니 그런 생각을 했던 것 같아요. 인간에 대해 깊이 이해하게 되면 제가 사실 사람을 좋아하지 않는다는 걸 알게 되지 않을까요?
He says the last two words in confusion. Vyn, who is proficient in many languages, is currently unable to find an accurate word to describe his predicament.
어쩌면 저 자신을 포함한 같은 종류의 사람들을 증오하게 될지도 몰라요. 게다가 관찰할 때 사실 저와 그런 무리 사이엔 거리가 거의 없어요. 상대를 관찰하면서 동시에 저도 관찰당하고 있어요. 제가 다가가는 순간이 그들과 가장 가까워지는 순간이거든요. 제임스가 이런 걸 떠올리지 못하더라도 다음 취조실을 나설 때 그림자 하나가 저를 따라 나오지 않을 거라고 누가 장담하겠어요. 태양 아래로 도망가는 거죠. 교수님이 말씀하신 복습이라는 건 아마도 뒤에 그림자가 따라오는지, 그리고 자신이 어둠에서 얼마나 떨어져 있는지 확인하라는 뜻 같아요.
Would the searing flame dim when veiled by shadows and eventually be covered in ashes? Even under the skin of a liar, there lay a tender heart that trembled with fear and surged with joy. As for those who studied their own kind, it seems they are not so different beneath the skin either. Thus, some corrupted souls sought to assimilate him and tried to verify whether there were weak desires underneath his flesh and blood. The impulse to assimilate tended to be far stronger than the determination to survive. Which was more dangerous, pushing the limits of human endurance or the sudden grasp of unseen hands trying to drag you into the abyss mid-journey. He raised a question that no one could answer. The answer could only be revealed by oneself or the future, but humans knew nothing about the future.
이 문제를 어떻게 해결해야 할지 모르겠어요. 그런데 답을 찾으려 할수록 문제 자체가 답이라는 걸 깨달았어요. 결국 생각을 마치기도 전에 잠들어 버렸어요. 밤새 잠 못 이룰 줄 알았는데 생각보다 금방 잠들었어요. 그래서 말인데 그때 정리 못한 걸 이제는 제대로 마무리할 때가 된 것 같아요.
Vyn leans next to you and smiles softly. The door and windows to the balcony are open, and the icy wind blows through your clothes. You give him a not so warm hug. Humans have long learned to hug for warmth, especially during the harsh winter, in the darkness and amid sleepless nights. At this moment, you want to hug him out of your unwielding nature and out of an indescribable love. Vyn, I'm already infinitely close to you, and I still find myself loving you. What about you? You don't receive an immediate answer. In the darkness, Vyn holds your hand and places it over his heart. The answer he gives you is a beating heart. After that day, Vyn starts preparing for the academic conference. Both you and he are busy with work and life as usual, so no one has time to explore the functions of the app. Time flies to the day of Vyn's business trip, and you couldn't go to see him off. As you estimate his arrival time, you open the app ready to send him a message. When setting the countdown for our meeting, that's the day Vyn's business trip ends, September 27th, which also happens to be his birthday. I hope I can be there with him and spend his birthday this year together. I am brewing tea. How about you? Do not forget to take care of yourself when reminding me. I was hesitating about what to drink, but now that you mention it, I suddenly want to try the tea you bought before your business trip. Okay, try it. If you like the teas, I shall go buy some more. Got your reminder and I happen to be outside now. I know you have been busy lately, but I still want to remind you to remember about work-life balance. Try to maintain a work-life balance and do not push yourself too hard. Got it? I'll do my best to balance work and life. I would like to share your burden. If you are feeling stressed lately, you can talk to me over the phone tonight. Getting it off your chest might make you feel better. I will. There are so many things I want to tell you. If only you were at home, you could just put down your phone and come over to hug me now. No matter where I am, I will accompany you. As for the time to go home, it's almost time. Wait for me. I have arrived in New Slate and am on my way to the hotel. In the photo, there's a lamp looking at the camera. Did you see it? It's the one by the road. Yeah, I see it. I saw it. It might sense that I'm taking a photo and wants to say hello to you through the camera. By the way, it also helps me let you know that I am safe. Did you sleep on the plane? I remember you didn't have much rest before you left. No, I have been looking at the night view outside and the window during the takeoff and could not fall asleep. I can take a nap at the hotel in the afternoon, but not for too long. There is still work to do. I hope it ends before your dinner that it will I hope it ends before dinner so that it will not delay our phone call tonight. Do you remember how we agreed to call each other before bed to say goodnight? Of course, but you should go to bed early after the phone call. You've been traveling and having meetings for the past 2 days. You need to get some rest. Okay, you did not sleep well last night either, so let us go to bed early today. I am almost at the hotel. You can go on ahead. I will be fine. We can talk later tonight. I'm glad to know that he arrived safely, but our long distance relationship has just begun. Right, I need to finish work during this time, and then I can call him at night without any distractions. I should finish my work early tomorrow. I can't delay this much longer. Home. It is the first day of Vyn's business trip. The day passes in a blur of activity, and it's not until the evening that you realize how quiet and lengthy the solitude can be. As you scroll through the phone on the sofa, you see that Vyn has changed his status to idle in the app. He should have arrived at the hotel by now. You wonder what the hotel environment is like, what the weather is like, and if Newslade is as cool as your home at night. A lot of scattered thoughts flood in your mind. You make a voice call and it takes almost a minute for him to answer. Hey, are you done with your work? I hope I didn't disturb you.
아니요, 호텔에서 쉬고 있었어요. 휴대폰 바로 옆에 있었는데 방안 신호가 안 좋아서 연결이 좀 느렸어요.
Bad signal? Where did the organizer bring you all for the meeting?
무인도요.
Vin gives a concise remark. The speaker simultaneously emits a sound of slight friction, as if he is lazily lying on the desk or a soft pillow while speaking.
여기 대학 주변 몇 킬로미터 안에 사람은 한 명도 없고 야생 다람쥐가 가득한 숲뿐이에요. 저희가 휴게소에서 쉬고 있을 때 다람쥐가 가방을 뒤적이며 먹을 걸 찾더라고요. 이곳에서 9일 정도 머물다 보면 참가한 전문가들과 서로의 심리 문제를 해결하게 될지도 몰라요.
Don't worry, I'm here. Just as we agreed, call me when you have time. I'll talk to you and comfort you.
그럼 제 정신 건강은 당신한테 맡길게요. 심리 상담사님.
Familiar words echo in your memory. The promise you made to become his psychiatrist had actually been made before the day you parted with each other. But then the parting day seemed distant, and you still couldn't imagine what this promise meant to a long distance relationship. Nor could you have predicted that he is not the only one to lie awake, tossing and turning. Vyn's office. A few days ago, after confirming the business trip schedule and exchange topics, you accompany Vyn back to his office to organize the documents. The psychology center is back to normal. The controversy and public opinion stirred by James have gradually settled, and the wound on Vyn's body has also healed. The body is capable of self-healing, but what about the mind? With this question in mind, you naturally look to the person who's reading documents at the desk. You had discussed with Vyn that the review of the whole event would follow his wishes, but as you sit by his side and recollect everything, you can't help but feel worried.
제가 걱정돼요?
Yes, how did you know? You still gazes at the screen as if he has read your thoughts.
제가 사리를 되짚을 때 좋지 않은 기억이 떠오를까봐 걱정되나요?
Yes, that controversy has just been resolved. Perhaps it would be better to wait for some time before sorting it out again.
사무실에 오기 전에 좀 망설였는데 지금 생각해보면 오히려 마음이 편해요. 기억이란 결국 시간의 그림자일 뿐이니까요. 몇 년 전이든 며칠 전이든 그때의 기억과 감정은 여전히 제 몸에 남아있을지도 몰라요. 그래도 어쩌겠어요. 사람이란 결국 수많은 과거의 감정과 기억으로 만들어진 거잖아요.
Vyn turns off the projector. The uncomfortable data and photos disappear from your side, revealing gentle eyes behind the dim screen.
저보다 다른 교수님들이 준비하신 과제가 더 걱정돼요. 고정관념을 뒤흔들 만한 이상한 사례를 가져와서 사람들한테 인간성에 대한 믿음을 잃게 만들지도 몰라요. 아니면 지루한 보고를 들으면서 예의상 억지로 미소를 지은 채 몇 시간을 앉아 있어야 할 수도 있고요.
It's possible, but I am of no help when it comes to issues like this.
오히려 그 반대예요.
Vyn waves at you as you move closer. Vyn stands up and touches your cheek from over the desk.
불평도 억울함도 밤에 전화해서 다 털어놓고 위로받을 거예요.
Okay, I will try my best to be a psychologist, offering you sincere comfort. You hold his wrist and smile as you sit down to watch him continue to organize the files. The two of you stay in Vince's office until the evening, and you sit at your usual spot on his right side. Neither far nor near, without disturbing his work or helping, you simply watch him concentrate on his work until the hues of twilight envelop the room. Home. As the warm sunlight fades away in your memories, you snap back to reality and continue to fulfill the role as his psychologist. Any other worries you'd like to share today?
없다고 하면 전화를 끊으려고요. 아직 시간도 이른데 뭐 하고 있는지 말해줘요. 방금 새소리가 들린 것 같은데 정원이에요? 아니면 테라스에 있나요?
I'm in the living room on the sofa by the window. There seems to be a bird outside the window.
제가 평소 좋아하는 자리에 앉아 있군요. 집에서 시간을 보낼 때면 그 자리에 앉아 당신이 거실을 돌아다니는 모습을 보는 게 좋았어요.
When did that happen?
충전 케이블 찾을 때요.
Even without seeing his expression, you can sense his joy at this moment. Soon his tone becomes heavy and he sadly says into the receiver.
떨어진 지 얼마 안 됐는데 벌써 보고 싶어요.
You only manage to hear the first part of the sentence before he repeats it again in slight dissatisfaction.
너무 보고 싶어요.
You subconsciously expect a hug or tender kiss to follow these words, yet neither is able to be realized. The living room feels all the more empty under the bright glow of the ceiling light. The phone screen flickers faintly, but the phone won't smile back at you, and the current transmission can't truly capture his emotions. Moreover, it is also limited by battery and signal. But now, all you can do is hold on to this unintelligible tool to transmit your longing. Me too. You lean on the sofa and sigh deeply, realizing that the days apart aren't as easy as you thought. Although we just parted, time is hardly a suitable unit for measuring separation. When longing takes root, a single day and night can feel endlessly long.
벌써 다 씻었어요? 그럼 누워요. 이불 잘 덮고 눈 감고 잘 자요.
Are you tired from work? I want to wanted to remind you to take a break, but I was so busy that I forgot. I think this app should act as rest reminder function, especially for the two of us. I prefer it this way, waiting for you to remind me. I'm fine, I just need to take a break after reading too much information. Don't worry. I'm not worried, I'm just subconsciously concerned. I can't just sit on my hand when you're done, just like you care about me. Yes, I understand. Actually, I really like it when you care for me. Care about me. Talking to you makes me feel less tired. Does your expression look the same as this emoji? It's not the same, but how should I describe it to you? It's like this, like that. Happy. It's a little abstract. Is it hard to understand? No, it is easy to understand. I remember every time you are happy. I can remember it with my eyes closed. What a coincidence! I just picked up the cup and saw your reminder pop up. The timing of my reminder is perfect. I will get prepared to go outside. Have you eaten? I've eaten. What about you? I am eating now. This is my lunch for today. Wow, barbecue looks delicious. Did you barbecue it yourself? Yes, the School of Psychology held a welcome dinner. It is charcoal grilled barbecue, the local favorite. When I tried it myself, I found that it was different from the traditional way of barbecuing. It is hard to control the heat. After a few attempts at it, I am now very skilled at barbecuing. When I get home, am I planning too far ahead? I just arrived in New Zealand and it is 7 days before I get home. 7 long days. Seven days will pass quickly. When you get home, let me enjoy your new dishes. Okay, maybe I can learn one of two new desserts. I am going to take care of yourself. Save the rest of tonight's call. Wait for me. Home. You have just returned to the bedroom from the study when the voice call invitation pops up. You scramble to answer it and shout loudly before he can speak. Oh, wait, let me charge my phone first.
네, 천천히 해요.
Done. I worked overtime this evening and left my phone uncharged beside me.
야근이요? 오늘 일이 많았어요?
Not really. I'm working overtime to become the magic lamp. Hearing the few keywords, Vyn pauses for a moment and smiles in understanding.
그때 당신이 말한 건 소원을 들어주는 램프, 행운의 요정, 그리고 소원을 책임지는 모든 신이었죠. 당신, 제 생일 선물을 준비하고 있었던 거예요?
Cafeteria. That night, you two went out for a meal after leaving Vyn's office. Vyn picks up the goblet, the amber liquid in it gently sways, shining brightly under the candlelight.
출장 때와 거의 비슷하게 진행돼서 특별히 처리할 건 없는 것 같아요. 집에 가면 회의 주최 측에 메일을 보내야 하는데 제가 까먹으면 알려줘요.
An email to the organizer.
네, 앞으로는 미림시에서 교류회를 열자고 건의하려고요. 제 이유는 타당하지만 현실적으로는 가장 빨라야 다음 기회부터 가능할 것 같아요.
It's not that bad. At least you won't have to go on a business trip on your birthday. You smile and virtually clink glasses with him as a gesture of comfort. Seeing the grievance in Vyn's eyes, you quickly shift the topic to your work schedule. I checked my work schedule for this month. If the case goes smoothly, I'll be able to fly over to see you on your birthday. If things don't go well, I'm afraid I won't be able to celebrate your birthday with you. Can you tell me your birthday wish in advance? Instead of guessing what you want and prepare a surprise, it's better to ask you directly. Though you are the one who asked him about his wish, you are also the one with your hands folded in front of the candlelight, anxiously awaiting his response. Let me know sooner than the magic lamp, lucky gnome, and all the wish cards. I will definitely make it come true. As the candlelight casts dancing shadow, Vyn leans forward, staring at you next to a vase adorned with flowers.
제 생일 소원은 12시간이에요.
12 hours? What do you mean?
마지막 회의가 27일 정오까지 계속돼서 12시 이후가 돼야 당신을 그릴 수 있다는 거겠죠. 1년에 한 번뿐인 생일은 단 24시간밖에 없는데 이유 없이 그 절반을 낭비하고 싶지 않아요. 그러니까 12시간만 줘요. 볼 수 없다면 적어도 방해받지 않고 당신을 생각할 수 있게 해줘요.
12 hours. The music stops. You rest your chin on your hand and sigh at the candlelight. Home. You wander around the room aimlessly with your headphones on, accidentally kicking a stool. The muffled collision between the wood and the carpet snaps you out of your memories. At the same time, Vyn's voice sounds regretful on the other end.
제가 너무 무리한 소원을 빈 것 같아요. 빨리 보고 싶긴 한데 당신이 힘들까봐 걱정돼요. 어떡하죠? 제 소원 때문에 스스로 발목 잡힌 기분이에요.
No, it is also my wish to meet you earlier and be by your side on your birthday. And every time I prepare a birthday gift for you, I feel happy, as if I have also received a gift. I really enjoy this process.
네, 이해했어요.
With a soft smile, Vyn opens the window, allowing the night symphony to pour in. Aside from the rustling sound of trees, there are also the occasional singing of nightingales or owls. No matter what it is, the night casts an equally melancholy hue over everything, causing unease to the lovers separated by the seas.
어떤 사람은 아마도 습관 때문인지 이루어질 거라고 확신할 때만 소원을 빈다고 해요.
I know, Vyn. You gently comfort him despite his hesitations, but he clearly has more to say. However, a late night apart is not an appropriate time for a heart-to-heart talk. Vyn surprises the rest of his emotions with a low sigh, leaving you with a short sentence.
잘 자요. 좋은 꿈 꿔요.
Okay, I'm going to sleep now. After responding, you lock the screen, tuck the phone under your pillow, and lean against the edge of the pillow to close your eyes. Before becoming the god who grants wishes, you wish you could send a beautiful dream to his sleep.
오늘 밤은 소망에 대한 이야기를 나눴는데 문득 당신이 푹 잤으면 하는 바람이 생겼어요. 이루어 줄래요?
The status is cute, but what is considered talk to you? Does this count? Where are you? You disappeared after changing the status. Actually, I just wanted to test the status. I did not mean to be cute. A loading screen. This message keeps showing a loading screen. The hotel signal is poor, so I cannot send out the messages. Can you see my reply? can see it, but it's been delayed for a long time. Okay, I will call the staff to fix the network and let you know when it is fixed. I hope that by the time we call tonight, the network will have been restored. Surely it will be restored. Are you resting? Yeah, I can finally take a rest. Take a rest. Do you have any plans for later? I haven't decided yet, but for now, I'll take a break and then decide what to do next depending on my mood. Okay, you can do whatever you want. What a coincidence, I just picked up the cup and saw your reminder pop out. The timing of my reminder is perfect. Time to go out and get some exercise. Can you receive my message? I can. What's wrong? Is the hotel Wi-Fi lagging? No, I am not at the hotel. I never expected that the signal on the uninhabited island would be better than at the hotel. Are you on an uninhabited island? Well, to be precise, it is these places. I carefully looked several times and confirmed that you are in the sea. No, I am not in the sea. I am on a very, very small coral reef. I was just busy looking into the signal and did not have time to tell you that Professor Farang is here too. He said there are many uninhabited islands nearby, and discovering a new island is like finding one's own scenery. This segment really resonated with me, so after the meeting, I went to sea with him. It is a pity that this island has already been named, and we are not the first to discover it, but that is fine. We still have time to keep searching before sunset. I will send you the location when I find one, okay? Let us enjoy the unique scenery together. It's okay if you can't find it. Anyway, we are all seeing the scenery of the new slate for the first time. It's unique to us too. You are right. Maybe the unique I am seeking is the scenery we get to see together. Bedroom. After washing up, you grab your pillow and sit by the window, calling Vyn. However, the other end of the line remains hanging for a long time. Is his phone not with him, or is he busy with something else? Perhaps he's washing up or busy with work. After guessing a few possibilities, you end the voice call, planning to call again later. The longing swells widely in the silent night, trapped within the room by the transparent window and locked inside the dark screen of the phone. You cuddle up with a pillow and curl up in the chair, checking the countdown date on the app. That number remains unchanged no matter how many times you open and close it. You are starting to miss him, and it's only the third day since you've been apart. Living room. The sun is shining in stylist on the weekend before Vince's business trip. You take out several blankets and quilts at home to sunbathe them on the terrace. The tablet is placed on the coffee table, playing News Slate's local news, from the escape of an alpaca from the zoo to the proliferation of king crabs on the beach, and then to the recent weather. As you walk between the living room and the balcony, you hear the word rain several times in a row until Vyn walks over and hugs you from behind, blocking the sound from the tablet. I can't hear the news clearly.
제가 막았으니까요.
He buries his head in your neck and gently refutes your complaint, but he doesn't seem to want to move away.
뉴슬레이 뉴스는 왜 듣고 있는 거예요?
I'm checking the weather conditions over there, so I'll know what clothes you need to bring. I know you're going on a business trip, but we're together every day now, so it feels a little unreal. It feels like this information has been stored in my mind, but I can't fully grasp what it means to be apart. You turn to face Vin, put your arm around his, and fiddle with the clasp on his watch. I almost forgot how we used to get through the long distance relationship. After you leave, will the longing come back in revenge?
아마도요. 헤어지고 나면 여러 단계를 겪게 되는데 첫 번째는 막연함이에요. 이 시간 동안 대부분의 사람들은 곧 다가올 이별이 무엇을 의미하는지 깨닫지 못해요. 다음 단계는 초조함이에요. 연인이 곁에 없으면 익숙했던 환경과 삶의 리듬이 낯설게 느껴지죠. 이 단계를 겪고 나면 제가 지금까지 얼마나 많은 인내와 고통을 견뎌왔는지 알게 될 거예요.
Vin lowers his head and whispers, his hair rubbing against your cheek repeatedly. Being looked down on normally makes one feel oppressed and overwhelmed, but the emotions brewing in his eyes are too gentle, inviting you to boldly explore. Are you reminding me to be prepared to suffer and endure from now on?
아니요, 제 말은 우리가 함께 있는 시간을 최대한 소중히 여기자는 거예요. 지금처럼요.
He picks up the folded blanket on the sofa and wraps it around you before giving you a big hug.
이 담요, 내일 다시 말릴래요? 담요 촉감이 정말 좋네요. 점심에 덮고 당신이랑 같이 낮잠 자고 싶어요.
I can sunbathe the blanket 2 days later, but at noon, be careful. Just as you hesitate, wind pulls you into the sofa. The soft blanket is tangled between the two of you. You can only change your mind with a smile. Alright, let's take a nap. The news anchor on the tablet suddenly raises their voice and urgently issues a strong windy weather warning, while you gradually grow distracted. In front of you, the white curtains repeatedly flutter in the wind, and the blanket wrapped around you is as soft as his sweater. Well, today is definitely a perfect day for a nap by his side. Bedroom. The voice call invitation tone disperses the hazy sunlight in your memories. You quickly swipe your phone's lock screen to unlock it, and Vin's drowsy voice comes through.
여보세요? 미안해요. 소파에서 잠들어 버렸어요.
It's okay. Were you busy for a long time today?
엄청 바쁘진 않았어요. 그냥 일찍 일어났을 뿐이에요. 아침에 창밖에 비둘기가 앉아 계속 울어대는 바람에 잠에서 깼어요. 창문을 열어서 쫓아냈는데 그 뒤로 잠이 안 오더라고요.
No wonder. What a naughty pigeon. You hear Vin slowly explain the trivial matter in a sleepy voice. You rarely hear him complaining like this, and you can't help but want to hear more about his daily life. But you are more concerned about his tired state at the moment. You sound like you're about to fall asleep. Go get some rest. We can call again tomorrow.
저녁엔 뭘 먹었고 날씨는 어땠는지 오늘 하루는 어떻게 보냈는지 아직 말 안 해줬잖아요.
You hear the rustling of his hair against the sofa as he moves the phone away, seemingly placing it on a soft blanket before sinking himself into the soft blanket as well.
알겠어요. 내일 말해줘도 괜찮아요. 내일은 절대 잠들지 않을게요.
Vin smiles softly, though an even deeper longing awaits you both tomorrow. Your moment of reunion still feels far away. You glance over the countdown on the screen and clearly hear your own sigh. I call you early tomorrow.
네. 내일은 빨리 전화해주고 끊는 건 천천히 하면 우리 오래 이야기할 수 있을 거예요. 당신이랑 통화하고 나면 새로운 하루가 한 걸음 더 가까워진 것 같아요.
His voice is growing softer, his breath becomes a gentle rhythm, and he slips into slumber before he can even hang up the phone. And the time for us to meet is also getting closer. You finish the second half of the sentence in your mind and end the voice call, falling back down onto the bed and staring at the chandelier above. You suppose that this is the most helpless you've ever felt in a long distance relationship. All you can do is wish him a good night from afar, unable to cross the vast distance to turn off the light for him.
침대에 엎드려서 깜빡 잠들었네요. 오늘 못한 이야기가 많은데 괜찮아요. 그만큼 내일이 기다려지니까요.
I have a question. Why did you not tell me you wanted to chat? What if I had not noticed this status and replied late? It's okay if you miss it. This status means I want to chat, but it's fine if we don't. Understood. But I still do not want to miss anything because I do not want to miss a single moment of your feelings. I can feel your happiness through the screen. What happened today? Nothing special. I just sent you a postcard. Huh, where did you get the postcard? I attended a charity sale event organized by Newsletter University and chose a postcard to send to you. You should be receiving it in a few days. I'll be looking forward to receiving it. Speaking of which, there was a game called Traveling Bird. The little bird in the game will travel around the world and send postcards to its partners wherever it goes. Doesn't that sound familiar? Are you saying I am like that traveling bird? Indeed, I do resemble it. Not just postcards, but whenever I came across something interesting, I want to share it with you right away. I hope to share my happiness with you when I am happy. What a coincidence! I just picked up the cup and saw your reminder pop up. The timing of my reminder is perfect. Your reply is so quick. I thought you were out. No, I am just admiring the scenery by the window to rest my eyes. After analyzing these two words, notice me, it feels almost as if I can hear you acting cute. Is Professor Richter acting cute with me? Am I? Just consider it as me acting cute, but I actually wanted to tell you. I just heard a local saying of newslead. The translation would be something like, lost in a daydream, you crossed my mind, and I wanted to tell you right away. But it is okay if you never know. Is it more fitting for the status notice me? It does fit well. You can tell me all about it next time, even if it is just a fleeting thought, because your longing is precious to me.
오늘 밤 과연 제가 꿈에 나올까요? 나온다면 내일 알려줘요. 꿈속에서는 어떤 모습일지 궁금하거든요. 신경 써줘요.
Listening to you read these forwards so seriously, there is a strange feeling. Strange? I am trying to figure out what this status means. It means you are free now and want to talk to me? That's a good explanation, but the point is the second half of the sentence. Want to talk to you. Understood. So that is what it meant. But is it necessary to change the status? I want to hear your talk at any time. Are you tired from work? I wanted to remind you to take a break, but I was so busy that I forgot. I think this app should add a rest reminder function, especially for the two of us. I prefer it this way, waiting for you to remind me. I'm fine, just need to take a break after reading too much information. Don't worry. I'm not worried, I'm just subconsciously concerned. I can't just sit on my hands when you're down just like you care about me. Yes, I understand. Actually, I really like it when you care about me. Talking to you makes me feel less tired. I am brewing tea. How about you? Do not forget to take care of yourself when reminding me. I was hesitating about what to drink, but now that you mention it, I suddenly want to try the tea you bought before your business trip. Okay, try it. If you like the teas, I shall go buy some more. Time to go out and get some exercise. I hung a lucky gnome on the window. What is a lucky gnome? A little fairy that can bring good luck? Pretty much. My friend here said that hanging a lucky gnome at home can make the owner's wishes come true. Due to the frequent thunderstorms in this area, most people hang it on the windows to mean that they are looking forward to sunny days. I am also looking forward to sunny days. According to the weather forecast, it will rain for the next few days. I am worried that if you do make it over here, your flight might be affected. Rest assured, Lucky will definitely make your wish come true. I think so too. However, I think I heard the sound of thunder. Vin, I didn't want to tell you. I knew it was going to rain when I saw the sky outside your window. I know, it is just. I thought there would be a miracle or Maxwell's law would take effect so that things could develop as expected. Nothing happened. I took it off. I can help you fulfill your wish many times better than Lucky Gnome. Really, trust me. Okay, I shall wait for you to help me fulfill it. Salis University. The day before Vin's business trip. This afternoon, Vin returns to Salis University to give a lecture. You arrive on time and wait for him downstairs at the teaching building, and from afar, you see him surrounded by a crowd of students. Students, some holding thick books and others with tablets, are waiting to discuss the lecture with Professor Richter. After seeing this, you stand in the back row quietly waiting for everyone to finish their questions.
저기요, 앞으로 가세요. 윤 교수님 인기가 워낙 많아서 이러다 질문할 기회 못 잡을 수도 있어요.
Noticing that you've been staying in the back row the entire time, a kind-hearted student gently prompts you. It's okay, I'll just stand here.
아니, 그렇게 소극적이면 어떡해요. 배울 땐 용기를 갖고 적극적으로 해야죠. 일로 와요.
고맙지만 절 기다리고 있는 중이에요.
Vin, who is surrounded in the center, suddenly speaks up. He holds a student's tablet as he glances over. However, he doesn't pause for long, ducking his head to continue writing. Soon after,
알죠. 저희 다 교수님을 기다리고 있는 걸요.
Vin stops writing and stares at the kind-hearted male student, making the latter blush. Vin then smiles at him and kindly explains.
같이 집에 가려고 기다리는 거라고요.
Many eyes turned to the back row at the same time. After a brief silence, a modulated "oh" escaped from the crowd, carrying a playful tone that everyone seems to understand.
수업 시간에 얘기했던 자료는 집에 가서 한번 찾아보고 찾으면 다음 강의 교수님께 보내드릴게요.
The waves of laughter stops the moment Vin starts to speak. He finishes the last stroke and hands the tablet back to the student next to him.
다른 질문은 메일로 보내주세요. 오늘은 지금 빨리 퇴근하고 싶어서 이러는 거 아닌가 하고 생각하고 있는 거 다 압니다. 솔직히 말하면 저 정말 그러고 싶어요. 다들 좀 도와줄래요?
The crowd bursts into laughter again. Several gazes are directed at you, including Vin's gaze through the crowd. You blush as you wait for the students to leave. You walk toward Vin. Dr. Foster, I'm here to pick you up from work. You don't know which word in the conversation deepens his smile, but in an instant he frowns again.
예전 집에 가서 자료를 좀 가져와야 할 것 같아요.
Okay, it's been a while since we went back, so let's just stay at the old mansion for dinner. Anyway, I'll be with you today no matter what you do because. You pull his arm to get him lean over, causing wrinkles in his well-ironed suit. You're not the only one who wants to seize every moment with your lover before parting. I feel the same way too. Whom? You both are busy until late in the day before you have time to make a call. You are wearing headphones and tidying up clothes while chatting with Finn about the past. Going shopping together and cooking dinner at home. We had a great plan that day, but the result didn't seem great. Even after many days, you still remember that ordinary yet warm afternoon when you two left the campus hand in hand, discussing what to cook for dinner at home. Vin excitedly said that he wanted to make desserts, so you went to the supermarket and returned to the old mansion with the ingredients. I remember the dessert you baked that night was a total failure.
그게 정말 제 책임이라고 확신할 수 있어요?
Vin puts the phone aside on speaker and begins to undress, causing the incoming sounds to fluctuate in volume. The sound of the metal wash case tapping against the glass table is very recognizable, just like his usual habit at home. He first takes off his
그
wristwatch.
디저트 이야기를 제가 하나하나 떠올려 줄까요?
Feeling guilty, you try to recall whether you messed anything up that day, only to realize that you can't really remember what happened. Sometimes it's not necessary to pay too much attention to the process, just focus on the result.
변명하고 싶지만 오늘은 너무 늦었으니 내일 다시 진실을 밝혀보죠. 같이 굿나잇 인사하고 전화 끊으면 푹 자요.
It's already this late. I didn't even notice.
늦었어요. 잘 자고 푹 쉬어요. 알겠죠?
Vin repeats his words gently but persistently. You think there are many meanings in his good night, like longing, patience, and love. It also means that on the fifth late night apart, you both have to suppress your longing, maintain a composed adult demeanor, and downplay the parting so as not to unsettle the heart of your distant beloved. But the night is almost the only time you two can indulge in missing each other. I don't want to hang up. Vin, I miss you. His suppressed breathing comes through clearly in the headphones. While he is silent, you can hear metal knocking on the glass, probably because he removed either his brush or his cufflink. In the silence, you try to come up with a compromise. Are you changing clothes? I'll wait for you to finish before going to sleep. It won't take long for him to change clothes, and this short delay won't affect your sleep, so you think it's a valid reason. You wait for a long time before hearing the other cufflink drop, making a heavy sound. It clings twice before coming to a stop, as if being thrown from a distance. Then comes the sound of fabric rubbing. He loosens his tie, slowly pulls it out along the collar, and leans in closer to the speaker.
당신은 정말 제 경계심을 허물 줄 아는 것 같아요.
Vyn's tone is calm and obedient, even though he knows the consequences of agreeing to your demand. Both of you will be sleepless tonight.
커튼을 걷을 때 창 밖으로 달이 보였어요. 그 달이 당신의 꿈을 밝혀주면 좋겠어요.
I have a question. Why did you not tell me you wanted to chat? What if I had not noticed this status and replied late? It's okay if you miss it. This status means I want to chat, but it's fine if you don't. Understood, but I still do not want to miss anything because I do not want to miss a single moment of your feelings. This status is cute, but what is considered short to you? Does this count? Where are you? You disappeared after changing the status. Actually, I just wanted to test this status. I did not mean to be cute. A loading screen. The message keeps showing a loading screen. The hotel signal is poor, so I cannot send out the messages. Can you see my reply? I can see it, but it's been delayed for a long time. Okay, I will call the staff to fix the network and let you know when it is fixed. I hope that by the time we call tonight, the network will have been restored. Surely it will be restored. I am brewing tea. How about you? Do not forget to take care of yourself when reminding me. Don't worry, I've had my water before reminding you. Good. Your reply is so quick. I thought you were out. No, I am just admiring the scenery by the window to rest my eyes. Old residence. A day before Vyn's business trip at night. After picking Vyn up at Salus University after work, you head to the supermarket together to buy ingredients. Then you both return to his old mansion with a bag full of ingredients to cook dinner. Vyn changes his clothes, rolls his sleeves to his elbows, and takes his place in front of the prep table, kneading the dough. He said he wanted to make a sweet bread that is common in Swart. Perhaps he's so familiar with the process that he doesn't even weigh the ingredients, relying solely on experience and gut instinct. You wander around in the kitchen, helping out in a distracted way. Most of the time, you stare at the news pop up on your phone. In the past 24 hours, the continuous rainfall has exceeded 60 mm, causing flooding in many districts. News lead has been hit by heavy rain for several days, and the news is filled with photos of districts and highways being flooded. You feel extremely worried as you scroll up and down the screen to see each photo. If it keeps raining like this in Newslate, won't the place you're staying also be unsafe?
아니에요. 학교랑 손님들이 묵는 호텔은 높은 지대에 있어서 뉴슬레이에서 가장 안전한 곳일 거예요.
Vyn is focused on kneading dough with eyes lowered as he answers. Before a disaster occurs, it is common for everyone to feel that such things are far away from them or that they are the only lucky ones who can escape. You mutter unhappily. After not seeing any news for a while, you lock your phone screen and hug Vyn tightly from behind. If it's always raining, there must be plenty of thunderstorms. What if there are still hurricanes on the sea? It is such a remote place there. I don't know if the public security is good. Also, watch out for wild animals. They might hurt humans. I always see news like that.
비 오는 날엔 외출하지 않고 밤에도 외출하지 않을게요. 동물을 보면 바로 신고할 거예요. 우선 쿠키 좀 꺼내도 될까요?
The oven is baking the biscuits that he had put in earlier, and the timer has just ended with a beep. I'll take them for you. You graciously agree without budging an inch. You continue to hug him with your hair rubbing against his thin shirt. Thinking through it now, there's really no need to worry. It's not your first business trip, it's just part of your job. Being apart for a few days isn't a big deal. You analyze and explain to him logically and calmly and could continue to list hundreds of similar reasons, yet you're unwilling to let him go to get the biscuits.
그래요. 별거 아니죠.
Vyn finally shifts his eyes away from the dough that's more important than the weather and personal safety and turns to look behind. His struggle seems to make your heart grow even tighter. Just a little longer, and I'll help you fetch the biscuits.
됐어요. 이따가 밖에서 사올게요.
Vyn, when will you be back?
9월 27일 저녁이요.
What if it rains on 27th? There are so many extreme weather conditions in New Slate. What if it rains on 28th, 29th, and 30th? You know you're asking a meaningless question, but with no other options, you can only relieve anxiety through boring repetition. Holding up his flow-coated hands, Vyn carefully turns around. Despite his gentle movements, the flower still ends up on your hair and clothes when he hugs you. In the chaos, one of you knocks over the honey jar, toppling over bottles and jars on the table. The remaining heat from the oven continues to bake the biscuits, filling the air with a burnt smell. But it doesn't matter. Store-bought biscuit will also taste delicious. Vyn gently hugs you back, leaning his waist against the cupboard edge, a section of his shirt drenched in honey. You can smell the wheaty aroma of raw flour around his collar as he leans in closer.
그럼 제가 안 가면 되는 거죠?
He replies with an irrational answer. Home. When you replay the memories in your head, you realize that you can clearly remember the honey's soft sweetness and the fragrance of wheat as you stand before the prep table, as well as the warmth you felt when hugging him. Your gaze returns to the empty bedroom in front of you. Vyn has been on a business trip for almost a week. You used to forget about time when you were busy, but now you remember every day clearly and look forward to flipping the calendar faster until the day you can reunite with each other. A vague sense of helplessness rises in your throat, and you sigh softly. Looking down at your phone, you find that you're still on a voice call. After chatting about the scenes in the memories, you fall silent for a few minutes. Vyn waits quietly for you to speak, and you gather your spirits and smile. This reminds me that we didn't finish cleaning the kitchen until midnight that day.
제 셔츠는 엉망이 됐고요.
You hear a soft, husky laughter on the other end of the phone. You can tell that his mood isn't high. Vyn is sitting not far from the window, watching the rain relentlessly pelting against the glass. He says that it has been raining all day in New Slate and that it feels stuffy and hot indoors. After the topic of baking ends, you want to know the cause of Vyn's low mood. Rainy days can trigger many memories, but it's unclear which particular memory has
오늘
struck him.
티타임에 어떤 교수님이 계속 락항 이론에 대해 이야기하셨던 거 알아요?
As you're organizing your words, Vyn speaks first. The heavy sun of rain makes his low mood even more apparent.
거울 단계랑 실제 경계 그리고 사랑의 의미에 대해 이야기했어요. 그래서 오후 내내 머릿속에 온통 당신 생각뿐이었어요. 갑자기 누가 제 생각을 물어보는데 좀 말하기 싫더라고요. 순간 20세기의 젊고 오만한 학자처럼 파티 장소에서 당장 뛰쳐나가야겠다는 생각이 들었어요. 혼자 사람 없는 텅 빈 강가를 걸으며 당신한테 전화해 제 생각을 전하고 싶었어요.
Then why didn't you call me?
유치하게 보이고 싶지 않았어요.
Vyn's whisper carries a cheerful lilt as if he's quietly seeking praise.
이건 나쁜 징조예요. 그리움이 밤을 넘어 낮까지 계속된다는 의미니까요.
Just hold on a little longer. After today, we'll be one day closer to meeting each other. You glance at the night outside the window. Considering the time difference, it is almost midnight in New Sleet. It should be close to midnight in New Sleet. Hurry and go to bed. The sound of heavy rain suddenly fades. He moves away from the window, unbuttons his suit, and sinks deeply into the sofa, liberating himself in the night of velvety darkness.
알았어요. 잘 자요.
Yes, sweet dreams. You end the voice call and return to the bed. You wrap yourself in a blanket, yet you can't fall asleep for a while. Sometimes you wonder whether a good night before sleep is to comfort each other's dreams or to keep each other sleepless because of longing.
머리맡에서 굿나잇 인사를 하고 싶어요. 그러면 좋은 꿈을 꾸고 다음날 눈을 떴을 때 당신의 굿모닝 인사를 들을 수 있겠죠.
Does your expression look the same as this emoji? It's not the same, but how should I describe it to you? It's like this, like that, happy. It's a little abstract. Is it hard to understand? No, it is easy to understand. I remember every time you are happy, I can remember it with my eyes closed. I'm in a good mood today. I managed to solve a few problems. Could it be? It's the god of fortune favoring us. Rationally speaking, the odds of good luck and bad luck are always the same, but there is another possibility. Another possibility? What do you mean? Irrationally speaking, I think you are favoring me. I am brewing tea. How about you? Do not forget to take care of yourself while reminding me. Don't worry, I've had my water before reminding you. Good. Got your reminder, and I happen to be outside now. Do you want to see an alpaca? Is that the alpaca I was thinking of? Wait a moment. Why is there an alpaca? It is the alpaca you are thinking of. I am currently on a farm that raises alpacas. I'm getting more and more curious. What brings you to the farm? The college is here to provide voluntary psychological consultations for the farmers nearby. Since we finished our meeting early, we came over together. The farmer took us on a tour, and then I found that there are so many alpacas here. I will take a photo for you. It is a bit blurry. It suddenly came closer when I was taking a photo, and my hand shook a bit. Is it blurry? No, I can. I think it's well taken, and I can tell it's an alpaca. Really? I still want to take another photo. You haven't finished the photo yet? Is it because the alpaca is moving around a lot that is hard to focus? If you can't take a photo, then forget it. I've already seen one. Where are you? Hold on, I am escaping.
알파카가 왜 화가 났는지 모르겠지만 저를 계속 쫓아왔어요.
Then run!
알겠어요. 이따 다시 얘기해요. 조금 멀리 가서 사진 찍어줄게요.
What a coincidence! I just picked up the cup and saw your reminder pop up. The timing of my reminder is perfect. Got a reminder, but I think my water cup has gone missing. Strange, it was here just now. Check the places where you often put cups, like on the table and next to the water dispenser. Funny, I'm going to make some tea with the tea bag, and you don't forget to drink water too. Before you reminded me, I had already proactively started exercising. Yes, great. Your emphasis on your own proactivity is quite adorable. Your reply is so quick. I thought you were out. No, I am just admiring the scenery by the window to rest my eyes.
당신의 굿나잇 인사를 듣고 싶어요. 제 몸은 당신 말을 잘 들어서 금방 잠에 들 수 있거든요.
After analyzing these two words, notice me, it feels almost as if I can hear you acting cute. Is Professor Richter acting cute with me? Am I? Just consider it as me acting cute, but I actually wanted to tell you. I just heard a local saying of a youth lead. The translation would be something like, lost in a daydream, you crossed my mind and I wanted to tell you right away. But it is okay if you never know. Is it more fitting for the status notice me? It does fit well. You can tell me all about it next time, even if it is just a fleeting thought, because your longing is precious to me. I have a question. Why did you not tell me you wanted to chat? What if I had not noticed this status and replied late? I know you could definitely see it, even if you are busy for a while. You will receive a reminder when you open the interface. Besides, I just want to have a casual chat with you. It's never too late. I am convinced, but I am still glad to receive the reminder in time because I do not want to miss a single moment of your feelings. I am brewing tea. How about you? Do not forget to take care of yourself when reminding me. Don't worry, I've had my water before reminding you. Good. I will get prepared to go outside.
여보세요? 아, 이 시간에 전화할 줄 몰랐던 것 같은데 놀랐어요? 저요? 버스 기다리고 있어요. 오후에 다른 캠퍼스에서 회의가 있어서요. 시간 있어요? 아니, 별건 아니고 혹시 안 바쁘면 저랑 같이 버스 기다려줄래요? 음, 같은 정류장 표지판 아래서 이야기하면서 기다린다고 생각하면 되죠. 당신과 대화하다 보면 시간이 금방 지나서 버스가 늦게 왔으면 좋겠다는 생각까지 들어요. 매일 연락하긴 해도 얘기할 시간이 항상 부족한 느낌이에요. 당신한테 하고 싶은 얘기가 너무 많아요. 집이요? 그럴지도요. 제게는 집을 그리워하는 것과 당신을 그리워하는 게 다를 게 없거든요. 잠은 잘 잤는지, 날씨는 어떤지, 이런 비슷한 질문만 자꾸 반복하게 돼요. 당신의 일상을 떠올리다 보면 마치 제가 아직도 당신 곁에 있는 것처럼 느껴져요. 잠깐만요. 버스가 왜 이렇게 빨리 온 거죠? 제가 말했잖아요. 같이 있는 시간이 늘 부족하다고요. 이제 가봐야겠네요. 저녁에 전화 줄 거죠? 좋아요. 늦어도 괜찮으니 기다릴게요.
What a coincidence! I just picked up the cup and saw your reminder pop up. The timing of my reminder is perfect. Gotta remember, but I think my cup water has gone missing. Strange, it was here just now. Check the places where you often put cups, like on the table and next to the water dispenser. It's really gone. I look around carefully and I'm sure I can find it. Okay, take your time. I'm a little tired today. I'm on my last leg. Okay, do not push yourself too hard. Rest for a while. I was so busy that I forgot to check the time. Okay, I will stop and rest. Just so happens that I'm also taking a rest. Living room.
26일 비행기로 와서 27일 하루 종일 여기서 저랑 함께 있는 거예요?
Vyn is on his way back to the hotel when the voice call connects. After you outline his birthday plans, his voice is filled with an unusual excitement. Yes, but only if I can finish my work smoothly. There shouldn't be any problems with my current progress.
이젠 제가 날씨를 걱정할 차례네요. 뉴슬레이에는 앞으로 맑은 날만 이어졌으면 좋겠어요. 당신이 내가 비행 전날 겪었던 일을 반복하지 않았으면 해요.
On the day you left, your memory flashes back to the stormy night, and you can't help but sigh. If only I hadn't fallen asleep at night. Bedroom. On the day Vyn left, the weather in New Slate was great, but it was pouring heavily in Stellaris. The flight kept getting delayed, and you stayed at home with him, waiting for the final notification from the airline. As it got later into the night, you couldn't have but doze off. You struggled to resist your drowsiness, leaning against Vyn and chatting with him. The conversation was intermittent, yet your hand kept tightly gripping his sleeve. You were afraid that the rain might stop while you fell asleep, and that if you released your grip, he would depart quietly. However, when you wake up to a clear sky, you find that you two are already in two different time zones. The cases I've been handling have been progressing smoothly these past 2 days. If things continue at this pace, finish my work in advance and fly over to celebrate your birthday 1 day earlier.
생일날에 같이 있지 못해도 괜찮으니까 무리해서 야근하지는 말아요.
Don't see that. His kiss lingers on your lips, silencing your retort.
제 말은 당신한테 제 소원이 소중히 여겨질 거라는 걸 알아요. 설령 놓치더라도 반드시 보상받을 거라는 것도요. 잠시 떨어져 있어도 결국 다시 만날 거라는 걸 알고 있는 것처럼요. 사람은 확실한 결과를 기다릴 때 안정감이 이미 최고조에 달한다고 하죠. 전 아쉽지 않으니 당신도 신경 쓰지 마요. 그런 생일 소원을 빌었던 건 그냥 애교 부린 거예요.
But birthdays are unique. Before you can finish your sentence, you nod heavily in your drowsiness, slipping off his shoulder and cradled by his palm. It's easy to feel safe at home and in the embrace of the loved one. In the cozy warmth nestled beside him, you couldn't resist for long before falling into a deep sleep. Living room. Vyn, what were you doing after I fell asleep that day? You're not sure if he felt lonely while he watched you sleep the night before you parted ways. The thought of if only I hadn't fallen asleep lingers in your mind.
당신 옆에 앉아 자료를 보긴 했지만 대부분의 시간은 잠든 당신을 보며 보냈어요.
Tonight's phone call accompanies him all the way back to the hotel. He closes the door to block the noise outside.
비는 잦아들고 항공사에서 더는 연착 공지를 안 보내는 걸 보니 이륙 시간이 점점 다가오는 걸 알았어요. 당신을 침대로 옮겨준 뒤 시간을 보내다 보니 왜 대중작가들이 이별 장면에 집착하는지 알게 됐어요. 비 오는 날 침실에서 잠에 취한 연인이 제 목도리를 손에 쥐고 있었어요. 마음이 가는 대로 한다면 이 세상 그 무엇도 저를 이 방에서 떠나게 할 순 없었을 거예요.
Vyn smiles mockingly. You never heard the click of the light switch. Maybe he's still shrouded in darkness. The enclosed indoor space seems to amplify some of his emotions, or perhaps he feels free to expose his true feelings before you.
소설 속에서 흔히 나오는 장면처럼 다시 돌아가는 게 맞을지도 몰라요. 사실 저도 그렇게 했어요.
He doesn't continue, and you don't urge him either. It's already late tonight. Like the scenes novelists love to depict, lovers who part on a rainy night will reunite under a clear sky. Soon, very soon, you'll be able to hear the rest of the story in person.
당신 자는 모습을 제가 얼마나 좋아하는데요. 그러니 얼른 자요. 잘 자요.
I noticed you updated your status. Did you just finish up? No, I was setting up the room and I wanted to take a break. I'm sure you'd talk about how important it is to have a work-life balance if you were home. We can tidy up together at home so you do not have to do it alone. Take some extra rest now. You finished your work earlier today. Is there anything you planned later? Yes, the meeting ended early today. As for other plans, I'll check my email and reply to the students. Then I'll read for a while and wait for the hotel staff to collect the clothes that need dry cleaning. Once I'm done with all these things, it will be around evening. After dinner, I'll be waiting to call you. I'm also waiting to finish up my work and call you, but it's going to be a long wait. The waiting time always passes very slowly. Call earlier today. Let's not wait that long anymore. I'm brewing tea. How about you? Do not forget to take care of yourself when reminding me. I was hesitating about what to drink, but now that you mention it, I suddenly want to try the tea you bought before your business trip. Okay, try it. If you like the taste, I shall go buy some more. Got your reminder, and I happen to be outside now.
보낸 알림 봤어요. 오늘도 비가 와서 회의 끝나자마자 바로 호텔로 돌아왔어요. 그 뒤로는 안 나갔어요.
What are you doing? Is staying in your room boring? I was just reading a book and now I am replying to your message. I wish we could read a book together. Could you read aloud to me? It would feel like we're reading together. Okay, then I will continue reading from where I left off.
당신이 외로운 날에는 내 이름을 조용히 불러줘요. 그리고 누군가 나를 그리워하고 있다고, 이 세상 어딘가 내가 누군가의 마음속에 살아있다고 말해줘요. 마침 이 페이지를 읽고 있었어요.
What a sad atmosphere. I miss you even more after hearing this. Read me another one, please. Let us read the rest when I get home. I will take this book home. Read it to me when the time comes. What a coincidence. I just picked up the cup and saw your reminder pop up. The timing of my reminder is perfect.
물 마셨어요? 또 바빠서 잊은 거 아니에요?
I finished drinking water. How about you? Same as you. Before you reminded me, I had already proactively started exercising. Yes, great. Your emphasis on your own proactivity is quite adorable. I was so busy that I forgot to check the time. Okay, I will stop and rest. Just so happens that I'm also taking a rest. Home. A few days ago on the night Vyn is to leave Talis. The flight to New Slate is delayed due to weather conditions. You promise to wait with him for the notification but can't help falling asleep. In your dream is the ever-present pitter-patter of raindrops. You don't know how long you've been asleep, but you can vaguely hear the door of your bedroom open. The snap of the metal lock jolts you awake, and you call out his name in a daze. Vyn.
네, 저 여기 있어요.
Vyn moves away from the door and returns to your side, crouching down in front of the bed to smooth back your hair. Even though he knows you're already awake, he still lowers his voice.
계속 자요. 전 공항에 가야 해요.
Has Vyn stopped?
그쳤어요. 항공사에서 소식이 없는 걸 보니 이제 정상적으로 운항할 것 같아요.
Let me see you off. I just need to change my clothes. Be quick.
너무 늦은 시간이라 당신이 데려다 주면 걱정돼서 마음이 놓이지 않을 것 같아요.
He holds down the quilt to keep you from getting up and gives you the most compelling reason. You struggle twice but eventually give up under his gaze. Alright, I won't go see you off then. Don't worry about me. Have a safe trip. Vyn slightly nods and tucks the quilt in for you. The hem of his clothes brushes past the bedside lamp as he stands up. Then he closes the door almost soundlessly. Instead, you've shaken off the drowsiness and are overwhelmed by a flood of thoughts. The first thing that comes to mind is that tomorrow no one will block the volume of your tablet. The person you're hoping to meet in front of Stylus University has left, though won't magically appear in the oven, and the fluffy and sun-kissed blanket will remain curled up in the sofa until he returns. The hazy images of the party before have crystallized into reality. The empty house, the ham hidden by the closed door, and an island thousands of miles away. He must have already put the suitcase in the car and taken the highway to the airport. Tomorrow he will be present at the meeting, dressed in neat clothes and sharing his latest research results in front of hundreds of people. Just as your thoughts grow chaotic, the door is pushed open again. What is it? Did you forget to bring something?
아니요, 놓고 간 거 없어요.
His answer is barely audible. Before you can react, his embrace envelops you, messing up the neat quilt that he previously tucked in for you. His clothes fall heavily against the fluffy quilt. The windbreaker, heavy with the moisture of a rainy night, shares the same intensity as his kiss. The rain ceases, and beneath the clouded sky, even the moon seems moist.
잘 자요.
He whispers something in your hair while you're busy tightly winding his scarf around your hands. You can only make out the words good night. The embrace doesn't last long. He gradually releases his hands and the scarf wrapped around your wrist slowly slips away. In the end, Vyn helps you hold the quilt up, making its edge so high that you can't see his figure as he leaves. Before you completely fall asleep, you pull the corner of your pillow and place it on his pillow. The dream remains filled with the unceasing sound of rain. Airport coffee shop. When recalling the night you parted, you sit idly in the airport cafe waiting for the flight notification. Before Vince's birthday, you finish your work ahead of schedule, apply leave and travel to the airport with your luggage, but things quickly turn south. Due to heavy rainfall in New Zealand, many flights have been cancelled or delayed. You're uncertain whether you can make it for his birthday. Taking a deep breath, you lean into the seat and turn on your phone screen to reveal a call-connected voice interface. You recall a detail from your memory, and then you press the earphones and ask softly. I vaguely remember that you said something after saying goodnight, but I didn't hear it clearly. Vyn is standing by the window and chatting with you. You can hear raindrops drumming against the glass window in the background. His vision now is perhaps a blur.
제 말은 잘 자고 비 오는 날엔 오지 말아요.
I'm sure that was not it.
진짜예요. 지금 당신한테 하고 싶은 말이에요. 빨리 집에 가요. 몇 시간만 더 기다리면 제가 당신을 보러 갈 수 있을 거예요.
But I want to be there with you. Aren't you expecting me to go over? While he is quiet, the sound of rain streaming down the window is unusually clear. Then another strange sound comes through, like someone tapping on the wall with wood or a small hammer. Vyn, what are you doing?
아무것도 아니에요. 그냥 창문에 운 나쁜 행운의 요정을 걸고 있었어요.
Huh, you mean the one your friend said can bring a clear sky?
네, 현지 친구한테 다시 물어봤더니 높은 곳에 걸어야 효과가 있다고 해서 창문 맨 위에 걸었어요. 이번에도 효과가 없으면 진짜 버릴 거예요. 밖에 비가 조금 잦아든 것 같은데 제 착각이 아니길 바라요.
뉴슬레이로 가는 승객 여러분, 안내 말씀드립니다.
Along with Vyn's voice, you also hear the airport broadcast.
미림항공 WM21 Z9편을 이용하시는 뉴슬레이행 승객 여러분, 탑승 예정인 비행기가
The airport broadcast is delivering a lengthy opening. You subconsciously look at the time on your phone and begin to calculate various possibilities. What are the chances of taking off now and landing before midnight? If there's another an hour or two delay, or if the heavy rain in New Zealand does not stop and the flights get cancelled? Can the lucky gnome hanging in front of Vyn's window bring you some extra luck and fulfill your wish to reunite with him? One parting, one reunion. The weather of two cities has indeed added a lot of twists and turns to this trip. After finishing work in advance, you prepare to reunite with Vyn, but your flight is delayed due to the weather in New Zealand. After waiting for a long time at the airport, the flight eventually takes off and you land at New Zealand Airport late at night. The rain has already stopped. Vyn drives to the airport and takes you back to the hotel that accommodates the conference guests. He leads you through the garden downstairs, step by step, along the bluestone brick path. Vibrant red blossom cluster around your ankles, their branches and buds swaying pretty as your close sweet paws. This garden is so beautiful.
창문 밖으로 내려다보면 더 예뻐요. 정원을 처음 본 순간 당신과 함께 보고 싶었어요.
Why didn't you tell me on the phone? He has never mentioned a garden full of cypresses and red roses. All he told you is that the window overlooks the sea and the trees are inhabited by jumping squirrels.
전에는 비밀로 하고 싶었어요. 지금 있는 곳은 황량하지만 당신을 만날 때 함께 나눌 작은 놀라움을 준비하고 싶었어요. 이틀 전 내린 비로 많은 꽃이 물에 잠겼어요. 그때 제가 얼마나 절망했는지는 모를 거예요. 비가 계속 내려 정원이 엉망이 된다면 당신을 데리고 숲으로 가서 다람쥐를 보여줄 수밖에 없겠다고 생각했어요.
Vyn takes your travel bag and walks ahead with light steps. He strides over the last few steps, opens the door at the end of the garden, and makes way for you.
어서 와요. 창밖을 보여줄게요.
Okay. You walk over to him as you put your hand in your pocket, quietly turning off the alarm set for 11:55 p.m. on your vibrating phone. Hotel room. The hotel's old elevator runs slowly. When you enter the room, you feel that time is slipping away, so you close the door with a sense of urgency. Vyn does not notice it and directly opens the curtains to look outside. After the night rain, the moonlight that breaks through the clouds is feeble yet mild. Everything under the pale moonlight is far from beautiful. He frowns, recalling another reason for the dim lighting.
불을 켜는 걸 깜빡했네요. 넘어지지 않게 조심해요. 제가 켤게요.
Turn it on later. It is almost time. You stand in front of him, counting the ticking of a clock from an unknown direction. After counting for a few seconds, your heart beats faster than the clock. Your phone is in your pocket, but you don't want to take it out to check the time because you don't want to recall the feeling of missing him while looking at the phone. Maybe it's already a dozen seconds late, or perhaps it's not yet midnight. Newslet is 2 hours ahead of Sally's, and your thoughts are as jumbled as the time difference you long lost track of. From the moment you meet him, time loses all meaning. It's time to say happy birthday. Before receiving his birthday gift, the first thing he receives is a kiss. You hold onto his arm and raise your head to kiss him. The expected passionate kiss ends abruptly as you trip over the folds of the old carpet, bumping into him. The small accident at the crucial moment causes you to laugh helplessly. Vyn doesn't laugh, his expression is one of bewilderment as he stands frozen in place, like a statue outlined by light and shadow. Vyn, I'm serious when I tell you that I really like the day of your birthday. As the years pass by, the calendar will be filled with our anniversaries, but for me, today will always be the most special. You love the day he was born into this world and illogically fond of everything that was born at the same time as him. Somehow, on his birthday, simply seeing sunrise and stars can fill you with boundless joy. But it's so hard to choose a gift for him sometimes. Cakes, potted plants, and wine. Nothing has ever been enough to express what you feel. In fact, you can't find anything that can embody your love. Just because people say roses are beautiful, you are also keen to give him the sunrise and the soil, so that he can hear the voices of joy and expectation as the flowers blossom. Brought the 12 hours of your wish. Do you have any other wishes?
원래 생일에는 소원을 2개나 빌 수 있는 거였군요.
He lowers his eyes and stands still. His voice trembles slightly, barely noticeable unless in close proximity. The lover before you is engulfed in the room's shadowy corner. The room's silhouette, like a broad blade sword, slices across his face. In the dark night, his eyes hold a gleaming light. You can make countless wishes, and I have plenty of time to fulfill them for you. You don't know which word touches him, but there is a gentle emotion in Vyn's eyes.
자신의 소원이 반드시 이루어질 거라고 확신해야만 소원을 비는 사람들이 있다는 거 알고 있죠.
I know.
그런데 뭐든 들어주는 연인 앞에는 욕심이나 이루어질 수 없는 선물까지 바라게 되네요. 아직 이성이 남아있을 때 당신한테 별거 아니라며 괜찮다며 이거면 충분하다고 말할 거예요. 근데 당신이 계속 그렇게 바라본다면 전 소원을 들어달라고 말하고 싶어요. 제 터무니없는 소원을 들어줬으면 해요. 12시간을 주고 그 후에 또 12시간을 줘요.
Vyn sincerely makes a birthday wish, forgetting to close his eyes. You too have forgotten to prepare the candles. No god can hear his wishes, but it doesn't matter. In past days and nights when there was no mercy or favor, you've always relied on each other. What do you want to do in the next 12 hours?
사치스럽게 시간을 즐기고 싶어요. 먼저 당신과 함께 아침까지 자고 천천히 일어나 마지막 회의에 가는 거예요. 점심에 회의 끝나는데 저를 데리러 와줄래요?
Sure, I can also take you there in the morning. It is just a pity that I did not get to hear your report.
제임스의 문제를 해결할 때 당신은 항상 제 곁에 있었고 모든 세부 사항을 이미 알고 있죠. 이 요약 보고는 더 이상 들을 필요 없어요.
Vyn leans backwards and moves the two of you toward the wall. With a corner of the metal frame pressing against his shoulder, he must be uncomfortable. But he doesn't seem to want to change positions.
제가 스스로 돌아본 부분은 보고서에 담지 않았어요. 그건 당신한테만 따로 이야기하고 싶었거든요.
You mean the question that you couldn't figure out back then? On the day of receiving the meeting invitation, Vyn told you about the confusion he had when handling James' case for the first time. The pending problem from years ago has now become the reason for his determination.
네, 이제 답을 찾았어요.
Tell me, I'm ready to listen. A light clicks on near your hand. You swish on the desk lamp and its soft glow makes the room feel a little more comforting. The moon tonight is not bright enough, leaving everything hidden in the shadow, and the clouds in the sky are like slumbering well-poised. Night and dawn always repeat themselves. Many years ago, Sword must have also been covered in similar darkness. At that time, he was alone in the night, all dots pointing to himself. The answer can only be found in the soft soul by repeatedly severing the shell of the
지금
body.
생각해보면 그저 젊은 연구자가 흔한 공경에 빠졌던 것뿐이었어요.
Before starting to speak, Vyn lowers his gaze and glances at the floor. What is he looking at? You look in the same direction. There are faded patterns on the carpet, and beneath it are rooms filled with sleeping people and their hidden dreams. And the deeper still, is it the muddy soil, or a seed waiting patiently for sunlight to spark its growth? Or perhaps is he gazing at the reflection of his former self? You remember him saying that he fell asleep quickly at that time, lying on a small sofa with the dim light on in the room. He never looks away, so you watch that frame from years ago with him, where a peacefully sleeping Vyn is completely unaware that his future lover is watching him.
그때 제가 고민했던 질문은 사람의 본질을 알게 되면 같은 부류인 자신을 미워하게 될까였어요. 그런데 제가 정말로 필요로 했던 답은 사랑과 신뢰를 계속 느낄 수 있는 방법이었어요. 사람은 참 이상해요. 사랑을 원하면서도 증오나 혐오 같은 말로 그것을 감추려 하잖아요. 처음부터 반대 방향으로 걸어온 것 같아요. 올바른 길로 돌아가기 위해 2배의 시간이 필요하죠. 그때 저한테 작은 힌트라도 줄 수 있었다면 참 좋았을 것 같아요. 서두르지 말고 지금은 답을 찾을 때가 아니니 조금 더 인내심을 가지고 기다리라고 말할 거예요.
Wait for what?
본성이 깨어나는 순간을요. 사람들이 데이몬과 데몬이라는 비슷한 단어를 만들 때 그 단어들에 각자의 능력을 담았어요. 한쪽은 사랑하고 보호하는 데 쓰이고 다른 한쪽은 유혹하고 빼앗는 걸로 정의돼요. 그런데 창조한 인간은 이 2가지 능력을 본능적으로 가지고 있고 다른 누군가 파괴하지 않는 이상 절대 잊지 않아요. 본성은 배울 필요가 없어요. 유일하게 할 수 있는 건 누군가 본능을 깨워 당신을 원점으로 데려오기를 기다리는 거예요.
The high and lingering notes reveal Vyn's joy at this moment. His soul stretches into the night, rising gently with the darkness. You want to touch his forehead, but you are blocked by the insurmountable chasm of time. If only I could go back to the past and tell you the answer in secret.
그때의 내가 이해할 수 있었을지 모르겠어요. 아니면 끈질기게 물었을지도 모르죠. 그런 사람을 어디에서 찾고 어떻게 해야 처음으로 돌아갈 수 있을까요?
Then how should I answer?
때가 되면 알게 될 거야 라고 말해주면 돼요. 사랑받는 사람은 분명 그걸 느낄 수 있다고 해요.
He replies boastfully. He can't help but show off the love he holds in his embrace, bright, passionate, and still blooming even in a night with dim moonlight. At the same time, he is well aware of his stubborn blindness. Because of his affection for a single person, he now favors the entire universe, despite how he doesn't really care about the universe.
제가 사랑받고 있다는 걸 알고 있어요. 당신이 잠꼬대로 생일은 가장 특별한 날이야 라고 말하지 않아도 그렇게 생각하고 있다는 걸 전 알고 있어요.
Although the atmosphere is inappropriate, you still want to clarify that it's not your sleepwalking. It is the thoughts during the day that still linger in your dreams.
쉿, 반박하지 말고 했던 말도 취소하지 말아요. 오늘 제 생일 맞죠? 세상에서 가장 축하받고 사랑받을 만한 날이잖아요. 이 날이 이렇게 감사하게 느껴진 건 처음이에요.
Vyn leans against the window and looks at the endless night sky. The 2 shallow shadows on the carpet merge into one, and at the end of your vision is a falling star and a bird with folded wings perching on the dark mountain. The sun has not yet risen, but you know he will never fail. He will never fall.